All right, so, yeah, we, like Josh said, like Commissioner Dykstra said, we did have this discussion, I remember it, and we never came around back to it. This was, how many years ago? 2 years? 2 years?
About
At
yeah.
least 2 years ago, maybe 3. So, yeah, obviously, we do have interest in this. Now, again, I didn't absorb all of this. I don't think the commission has yet, right?
And to
Just started.
Josh's point, this was the catalyst that reignited the discussion. So I
Gotcha.
don't think anyone here is saying, hey, let's embrace it, let's incorporate
Oh,
it.
no,
Just
I would think so.
familiarize ourselves with it and
Yep.
then use it as a tool for
I
us
agree.
as we move forward.
I absolutely agree.
But not forget about
Right.
Yes, yes.
But not forget it.
Mr. Chairman, if I
Yes.
may, what can be burnt in a crematorium is heavily regulated by the state of Connecticut.
Right.
So there's, some of the things on the list that Jim has come up with are already heavily regulated. I think this commission should focus heavily on determining whether we feel there's enough, sufficient number of crematoriums in town, and say that, look at amending the regulations one of two ways. One, taking some steps to make special exceptions more difficult to get, or indicate that we're not going to add any more crematoriums to the town.
Well, that was going to be my question to you, Kevin, not to put you on the spot, but can we, right? Like you said, this is a heavily regulated industry, right? Can you cap it? Can we say enough's enough?
I think you can cap it. And use, you can stop having use. If you had too many Five Guys restaurants, you could say, I don't want any more Five Guys.
Right.
Not to pick up Five Guys, but you could say we have enough fast food
Oh, that
restaurants.
makes sense, yeah.
So I would think that we should lean towards saying we have enough crematoriums. And if you remember in the discussion, what was burning and transversing in the air was all these monitoring stations that people have, aware of, some are private, some are public, but there's an awareness of the fact that there's stuff being put up in the air. I think we'd rather be in a situation where the commission amends its regulations that no more, versus we're going to get one in here and now we're going to have another discussion. If the state isn't going to step up and do what it's supposed to do part of the time and distance, which they're supposed to enforce, and have this whole sort of nonsense go on. The other thing is you don't know who you're going to be dealing with on the operator end, which the operator pretty much, I think, turned off the whole world with their conduct. They didn't want to work with us, they didn't want to do things with us. So I would suggest that I'll take a look at the regulations that the state has, what can be burned, provide that to you compared to what Jim has submitted. And the second step of that, let's take a look at eliminating it from our regulations.
Great, no, that's perfect, Kevin, thank you.
The
So
other,
that'll keep us, keep the ball rolling.
the ones that are in existence become valid non-conforming uses. If they somehow go out of existence, then they no longer go in existence.
I think that's great. So we'll keep this on the agenda going forward, and we'll look for your feedback. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. That brings us to what, correspondence?
correspondence. I have a letter from the Aquarian Water Company addressed to Daniel Wall, chairperson, Planning and Zoning, Town Hall, Oxford, Connecticut, dated March 26, 2026. Dear Daniel Wall, our watershed and environmental management team wants to safeguard the important natural filters that protect our groundwater and surface water, public drinking water sources. Whether you are reviewing applications, adopting regulations, or enforcing regulations that protect wetlands, aquifers, or watersheds, you play a vital role in source water protection. We recognize the importance of your work and we appreciate all you do. As part of our efforts to enhance public outreach, this year we created new online content to help the public and local agencies to easily navigate to source protection resources. We hope you will visit the new web pages and find the information useful. The new content can be found by visiting our website or by scanning the QR code below. If you have additional resources you would like to see, have questions, or need to get in touch, you can reach us at our email address. unanimous. Thank you for working to protect water sources. Sincerely yours, Aquarian Water Company, Black Rock Road, Easton, Connecticut.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Excuse me, audience and citizens, I don't think there's anyone here that wants to speak to anything. Oh,
I just want to know if anybody wants a copy of this, I saw it.
I got one, anyone? Anyone want? Okay.
I can always email it to, if you guys want it.
Oh, yeah, if you have it, please,
Yeah.
just send it to the whole commission.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, old business. Ready to go?
Regarding application Z-26-25, Morse Road, lot number 4 and lot number 6. Owner and applicant, Greg Tieske, 232 Amity Road, Woodbridge, Connecticut. Application, construct 3 industrial buildings, referred to planning and zoning engineer on March 17, 26. There is a letter dated April 13, 2026 from the planning and zoning engineer, Jim Galligan. I'll now read it. It's addressed to Mr. Daniel P. Wall, Chairman, Planning and Zoning Commission, Town of Oxford, Connecticut. Reference Lot 4, Lot 6, Morse Road, Oxford, Connecticut. Dear Mr. Wall, Nafis and Young Engineers, Inc. is in receipt of plans and reports for the above referenced project. The application is for construction of 3 11,937 square foot industrial buildings in the industrial zone. The plans for the project have been reviewed by the Inland Wetlands Commission. The review letter is attached. All of our comments have been addressed. If you should have questions, please feel free to contact me. Sincerely, James H. Galligan, P.E., Nafis and Young Engineers, Town Engineer of Oxford.
Okay, I think we have the applicant here.
Good evening, Ron Wolf, professional engineer representing the owner and applicant, Greg Giaski. I believe that was the last item of business we were waiting on, was the letter from Nathan Young, which we received. I don't know if the commission has any other questions or comments on the application. I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Okay, for the commission, anyone? No? Okay, that was pretty easy. I think we're good. Go ahead.
I have a motion in regards to this application. Application Z-26-25 Morse Road, lot number 4, lot number 6, owner and applicant Greg Tieske, 232 Amity Road, Woodbridge, Connecticut. Application, construct 3 industrial buildings, referred to the planning and zoning engineer on March 17, 2026. The application includes a site plan to merge lots 4 and lot 6 on Morse Road into one lot and construct 3 11,937 square foot buildings on the lot. The applicant submitted the following in support of its application. 1, application dated March 5th, 2026. 2, maps, plans, proposed site development, all dated January 23rd, 2026, and last revised March 6th, 2026, including the following. A, existing conditions plan. B, site layout and landscape plan. C, site utility grading and drainage plan. D, driveway profile. E, lighting plan. F, sedimentation and erosion control plan. G, detail map. H, detail map of dumpster. I, sedimentation and control maintenance. 3, the Nafis and Young letter dated April 13, 2026. 4, Conservation and Inland Wetland Agency permit letter approval dated March 24, 2026. The commission makes the following findings. 1, the proposed use will not be detrimental to the health, safety, welfare, and property values in the neighborhood. 2, the site is suitably landscaped and the design and setback of buildings and other structures are adequate to protect property and preserve the appearance and character of the neighborhood. 3, the proposed use, buildings, and other structures are adequate to carry the potential traffic and that provision is made for entering and leaving the site in such a manner that no traffic hazards will be created and that adequate off-street parking and loading facilities will be provided. 4, the land in which the use, building, or other structure is of adequate dimensions to conduct of the use in such a manner that it will not be detrimental to adjoining property in the neighborhood. I move that Lot 4 and Lot 6 be merged to form one lot and the site plan for the 3 buildings be approved with the following conditions of approval. 1, compliance with all town of Oxford regulations and ordinances in effect as of this date. 2, the applicant will be required to pay all costs of special consultants or studies that deemed necessary by the commission at any time during the period from the initial review through inspection and final acceptance of any improvement. 3, the applicant and his assigns must comply with all representations made at the Planning and Zoning Commission meetings or at public hearings regarding this application. 4, the specific uses on this property shall be limited to those designated within the statement of use submitted by the applicant. 5, the applicant shall comply with all the requirements of the fire marshal. 6, the applicant shall obtain all necessary licensing and permits as may be required by other agencies. 7, site plan approval expires if the work has not been completed within 5 years from the date of approval. 8, sedimentation and erosion control measures on site shall be maintained in compliance with the proposed site plan and current guidelines, subject to field review by the commission's engineer. 9, the applicant shall have a pre-construction meeting with appropriate town staff prior to any construction activities. 10, the applicant shall submit one copy of the set of plans which reflect these conditions of approval, with a copy of the conditions of approval attached. 11, no work shall be done until a bond is set by the Planning and Zoning Commission's engineer in a form acceptable to town council or land use council. 12, driveway shall be constructed in accordance with town standards and ordinances. 13, once tenants are secured, use permits must be filed for each tenant. 14, recorded site plan map shall state that the lots 4 and 6 are combined and the lot line between the lots 4 and 6 is eliminated. End of motion.
Okay. We have a second?
Second.
Second, okay, all in favor?
Wait, Justin.
Oh,
Okay, so this is most likely my fault, but this is not Lot 4 and Lot 6. It's the address, the physical address is number 4 and number 6, and the previous application, the lots were merged, and that was Lot 3 and Lot 4. Excuse me?
I didn't hear what you said, I was talking, I'm sorry.
So I just want to make sure that the motion is accurate, because I had Lot 6, Lot 4 and Lot 6 in there.
So we want to amend the motion for the Lot 3 and Lot 4, so if we can amend, whoever made the motion, amend their motion to reflect Lot 3 and 4 throughout.
So I think what Jess is saying is you already had an application that merged 3 and 4, and it doesn't need to be a part of this.
I think we want to reflect it, because whatever the final site plan map should reflect the lots that be combined, so that the title searcher going through it is gonna look at it and say, oh, the lots of thing by, and that, so that final resolution needs to be presented. 'Cause I don't think there's a map on the land records.
Hasn't been filed yet.
So this would take care of that all at once. So, sorry about the reference of the lots, but,
All right, so we just have to amend the motion to say lots 3
and 4.
and 4.
Yeah.
I shouldn't amend my motion. Somebody else should.
Anybody want to amend the motion?
Yeah, I'll amend the motion to reflect that lots 3 and 4 are being joined and not the previously mentioned 5 and 6.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
All right, we have a second. Second. All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
very much.
Thank you. All right, brings us to new business, which we have none.
We didn't approve the motion. We just.
Oh,
approved
just
it.
Actually, to that point, do we need to amend item number 14 of the motion?
And then, you know,
No, we did.
Would that take care of it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just checking.
All right, so are we safe with the way we did this?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to approve the amendment.
We have to make the amendment.
Oh, no, for the amendment.
I'll make,
Yeah, you have to approve the motion,
I'll make
amendment
a
motion.
motion
It's already on the table. We
to
just need
approve the original motion amended by Josh.
I'll second that.
there you go.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Now you're good. Thank you. Okay.
That was a bit, but we're good.
All right. Now we can move on with the agenda. New business, we have none. That brings us to zoning enforcement.
I don't have anything.
He does nothing.
A lot of rooster complaints right now.
Roosters?
Is that because it's springtime?
That's because it's spring, yeah?
Well,
It would
it's
have to do with an email that was maybe written and maybe signed by someone.
How,
I worked with him.
what?
I worked with him. I know.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up.
yes, chair.
Josh, go ahead. I'm not, I'm trying to keep it on the low key right now.
Just a typical neighbor's dispute, including
I-
a
I-
rooster, but the person's been complaining and then wrote an email putting their other neighbor on it, and then it was coming from their email, so they're clearly forwarding the complaint forward,
So I went to that
Run
house
it.
today, and told you like, no, we didn't write this email, so I said, I'm sorry. They're trying to find, I said, but, you signed this, and the lady's like, this isn't me. So I gave it to Kristen. Yeah.
Well, people can have roosters.
Yeah.
I don't see in the regulations where, they can have them correct. It's like they're pets, they're like dogs.
Well, it's also a right to farm community. You
Right.
can't, and I'm almost positive that we have verbiage
I would assume the
around that.
complaints are
Right.
raised.
Well, it's in the charter under section 92,
No,
the right to farm and
it's going to
oxen.
cottage.
It doesn't mention
Direction
roosters, but it does
to,
mention livestock.
the police department, just let them know that
That
the grass office
the
and
chickens.
let
Yeah.
people.
Exactly. Larry Brown.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They're farm animals.
I thought that too, but I was corrected on that today by
Maybe.
Mike, or his, he knows everything.
You know, if you
Josh,
don't, if you
that
don't
happened like 2 hours ago.
I know.
if you don't like roosters, don't move That's so sad.
All right, so we're good, right? So let's move on to invoices. I think we have a few.
I have 4 invoices. 3 of them are from Howard and Sage, and one's from Shirley Law Office. I'll take the Howard and Sage ones individually. The first one is invoice number 11492549 from Howard and Sage, 225 Asylum Street, Hartford, Connecticut, dated April 9, 2026, for professional services rendered regarding the Roosevelt Drive issue. The total of the invoice is $340. I move to approve the invoice.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Passes. Next.
The second is invoice number 11492548 from Holland and Sage dated April 9, 2026. Regarding professional services rendered for the Cornerstone Assembly of God applications. The amount is $760. I move to approve the motion.
Second.
I mean, the invoice.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Motion carries.
The third one is invoice number 11492550 from Howland and Sage dated April 9, 2026 for professional services rendered regarding general zoning services. The amount of the invoice is $1,080. I move to approve it.
Second. All in favor?
That's only 140.
Excuse me?
It's only 140.
Just say the 940s is the previous balance, which we just approved also.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, the total's only 140.
Let me do this over.
Yeah, good.
I'm sorry.
I make a motion to approve invoice number 11492550 from Howland and Sage for professional service rendered for general zoning. The amount of the invoice is $140. I move to approve the invoice.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Motion carries. Is that it? Invoices?
One more.
Oh, one more. Okay.
The last invoice is from the McSherry Law Office, 38 Fairview Avenue, Naugatuck, Connecticut, dated April 17, 2026. The invoice is for general services rendered, total of 22 hours, total of $4,180. I move to approve the invoice.
Wait a second, okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No, motion carries.
Second that.
Time did,
Dan,
Thank you so much.
did you call for a vote already?
yes.
Okay. So I just want to say that we are way, way, way over our legal services line item. Like, I don't even know how much in the red we are, and I cannot be responsible. I'm not having somebody come back and say to me, why is this in the red?
I know that, I had a meeting with George last week regarding that, so.
I have to get the appropriation summary, but I don't even know that we're gonna have enough money in other places in our budget to cover how much we're in the red. So we may have to go to Board of Finance and see if they can take it from the Board of Finance contingency or something like that.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, so I was just.
Okay, but I want to say on the record, it is in the red. So any invoices that come and before I make a transfer, because
Yeah.
Jessica, did you say you have the numbers?
I
When
don't.
when you do, would you share them with everyone,
Oh,
please?
absolutely,
Thank you.
Yeah, so I haven't said that, Jess. I met with George on a number of things, and this was discussed, right? And so the majority of it, well, went to Howland and Sage, and that's gone, it's done, it's passed, right? It is gonna go to the Board of Selectmen, and they'll deal with it, but, I mean, from our standpoint here in the commission, right? We have Mr. McSherry here, and we will have him here for every meeting, and we will use Mr. McSherry as needed for land use council, and we will go nowhere else unless I approve it, all right? Everybody, I think, is aware of that now, all right? So I've been told directly from the first selectman, right? Mr. McSherry, yes, anybody else, no, unless I get permission from the selectman's office, okay? So let's just make that clear. But it is moving forward with the selectman's office to get it taken care of and could get us back in the black.
We're gonna need more because we have the church public hearing starting in May.
Oh, I understand,
So that's,
I understand.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
So I've got Howard and Sage working on stuff when Kevin was out. There's just a couple of court dates coming up, but we should be done with them. I still going to continue with them?
No, don't do anything with them until you hear from me again.
Because they filed the motion last week,
Yeah,
some stuff for.
I understand that, I need to talk to George about it further, because that wasn't in motion when we spoke, and so I don't know how it wants to handle.
Okay, because they're supposed to go to court, like, I think in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, right.
And I did ask Kevin, when Kevin said he wasn't prepared to do it. It's for Roosevelt Drive and Donovan Road. That's the only two things they're working on.
Yeah, so.
So I need to know what you want me to tell them, or if you want to talk to them.
I will.
You're going to talk to Howard and Sage?
Yep. I will talk to Mr. Brent's.
Mr. Chairman, once something's in motion like that in court and you have representation, to get another attorney up to snuff on it, you're doubling the cost of the representation.
No, yeah, I understand that. I just don't want to make any moves until I speak to George again.
As you should.
Because he was very clear, right?
If you could let me know as soon as you can, because they're,
Oh,
you know, Dominic filed a motion and they filed one, and it's just, and then we're done with them.
right.
So, I just need to know as soon as you can find out.
Okay, because I don't know, right?
And we do have some fees that are coming in.
From Howard and Sage?
No, from applicants that will cover, you know, their bills.
okay. I got
The
it.
Roosevelt Drive fee is gonna probably be up around
Gotcha.
20 to 25,000 for his excavation and the property management, the stuff he's doing, so that's supposed to cover the legal, is what I'm told.
Gotcha.
Is it true or not? I don't know.
Let me check with the selectmen's office.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because we bill them for that. so
No, I
it's in
understand.
our regular, wetlands does it as well.
I understand. I got you. So, we'll do nothing with, until you hear from me.
Okay, just let me know.
I actually know the answer to this. When's the 2026, the next budget takeover?
July 1st.
July.
So I guess if you're talking about transfers, like, should we also include what we think we're gonna need for the next couple of months as well? Because we've got at least, three more meetings before.
Yeah.
So like, we'll incur more against this year's budget, and you might wanna think about what that's gonna be like too.
No,
We go last minute transfer.
I did discuss that with
Yeah,
George
okay.
as well, right? We know what's coming.
So we don't have to go at the bank twice for, you know, what we know is gonna happen.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So, let me just work this out with the selectmen's office and we'll see where we sit.
No.
But he did make it clear, nothing right now until he.
Okay, so you want me, you have their email, you'll get in touch with Howard and Sage and.
No, I'll call him.
Okay, however you want to do it.
I'll call
I don't care what
Rance.
you do, just let me know.
I'll call Rance. But actually, I'll talk to George first, then I'll call Rance.
Okay, however you want to do it.
So, where was I leave us? We are done with the invoices, so other business. Previously discussed items, right? So, let's see. I think we've been talking about a few things, right? Sarah brought up, I think it was the Affordable Housing Committee, right? Memory serves, you're right, because I went and I talked to George in the interim here, and so from what I've been told is that ad hoc committee is now done, it's defunct, it's stopped. And he's working on starting another one.
Wait, what?
That Affordable Housing Committee that Sarah advised about no longer exists, it's done.
What
But
about?
we're asking about the plan.
Yeah, well, nothing's happening on it, nothing's been happening. George said he's got to get together a committee again and kind of review this and what do you want to call it? Readdress it. We told him.
Do we know what the thrust behind that is?
No.
Okay, so we don't know why there is perceived need to revisit it? Okay. Okay.
That's all really all the information I got on that. Let's see, what else do we have? I know he's still working on Jessica's position. Yes, right? Still being worked on. That's really, union negotiations really is what that comes down to, right? So that's still dragging through, unfortunately.
And that's the one we're
Right.
morphing your.
Right,
Okay,
we're morphing
okay.
the position, exactly. And, you know, it's difficult to get these positions changed through unions. I think everybody's aware of that, anybody who's ever worked at the municipality is well aware. It's brutal, right, I've been there. Let's see, what else was hanging out? I had some discussions with George. Moratorium, right? So we want to keep marching forward with that, as we all talked about many times. Kevin and I just haven't had the time to sit down. We were supposed to. Something came up with Kevin, something came up for me. So we need to make another date on that, Kevin.
That'd be perfect.
And I talked to George, and he's all for it. Go forward. He wants to see something in writing from you. So you and I have to get a date together. I guess we can talk tomorrow.
Before you leave town,
Or you want to talk about it tonight?
Yeah,
That's
we'll figure out
fine.
when we can set up a time. Because
Okay.
I think that's part of what I've put together is broad agenda, and we want to be more specific. about
Yeah.
it. And if we can work on that together, that'd be great.
And George did ask that we share with him anything that we put together. So let's talk about it now, right? So I'm out of town next week for a couple of days, so next week will be a little tough, but what do you have, like either late next week,
Late next week would be fine.
Thursday? Like,
Let's do Thursday. And meantime would be fine. Like, I think if we're scheduling for meantime before we deal.
Yes, exactly.
That'll work for you the best?
All right, so Thursday meantime here,
Yeah.
which is, what's the date?
It's gonna be,
Calendar for me.
it's gonna be the 30th.
Excuse me?
30th.
30th, okay. 30th of noon? 30th of noon, it works, okay. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll be out of town Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, I think that's all I had. Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, Dan?
Yes.
What about the NVCOG resolution, moratorium resolution? We're still waiting on a copy of that. That was the one that NVCOG.
send that to us?
I don't think she sent it
They
posted it on their website, their meeting minutes and all that.
Because when did they do that, Josh?
Is
Because
that
I
on their
looked and I
website?
could not find it.
It was
It wasn't.
their January meeting minutes, I believe. And mostly what that is around, like I did read it, and a lot of that is around, because of this being a short session in the Senate this year,
Okay,
they're more or less trying to position what they want to talk about ahead of time so that they can move faster when.
I'm sorry, who's the?
NVCOG.
Okay,
Right, because like what ends up happening a lot of times is they'll want to be heard on certain positions, and because of how quickly it is, sometimes all it is forwarding on their meeting minutes and their position because they don't have time to actually go and talk because of the short session. So a lot of that is not around policy driving discussion, but more around how they're going to position themselves to talk with in public hearings within the Senate in the short session. That way, too, they can be theoretically heard without having to show up.
so then if we wanted to access that information, then when you're saying we have to go into the January minutes and read the minutes.
That's where I saw it, yeah.
Okay,
And
thank
leave
you.
all that,
I'll
all that's
ask
going
Kristen
on.
again. I know she was gonna get it for us, but I'll ask her.
Thank you. And I-
What it says online about it is that there was a motion to put into a moratorium, request a moratorium on 8-30G applications. And prevent those applications from coming in and make that as a formal action by the COG.
Right.
Now, the COGs have all become, we used to have a county form of government, now we have 9 COGs throughout Connecticut. And now they coordinate everything, and they work through the legislature to get information. It's a little different setup.
Yeah.
And no one's really explained it to us how it works here in Connecticut. The way I got it explained to me was some bank from California who wanted me to refer to Litchfield County as the COG information versus anything else, which land records wise, that doesn't work. So the COGs have really taken a stronger voice in things. So by all our town leaders who sit on the COG, say, we want to have a moratorium. It gets to the legislature, and the legislature's going to have to take some sort of action. Because there's a disconnect between telling us what to do and what can actually happen on the ground.
Right.
So that disconnect needs to be kind of taken up. So I think when we first talked about COG, I think we want to be ready to implement our moratorium, which
Oh, definitely, yeah, no,
That's why
that's
I
a good,
drafted what I drafted.
that's a good point. I discussed that very topic with George, and that's what George said exactly. We want to do what we want to do, regardless of what Con does, but it'd be nice to be on the same page, of course. But, one thing I did learn was, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we're the largest COG, I didn't realize that.
That's correct.
In the state, and the COG is the largest. So we do have some weight, I guess is the point.
It's very vociferous. Our COG is good. We have all good leaders like George Temple,
Yeah.
the mayor and architect we have. He's knows the governor very well. This long ago. It's gotten a lot of funding. And that's happened up and down the valley. The valley has been a hotspot for all kinds of funding, cleaning up Brownsville and addressing housing. Towns in the valley have been addressing housing. From Torrent there all the way down to Shelton.
Yeah.
All kinds of housing going up and apartments and things like that along the rail lines. Now, we're a little bit removed from the rail lines here in Oxford, which makes it a little bit different, because that rail line makes a good place for apartments where people hop with their off the train and head down to Fairfield County or down to New York for their jobs. So it's a little bit different. I know we're getting closer to the rail line by whatever's happening over at Seaman, but that's still not running right through the middle of the town.
And we still wouldn't have, there's still no parking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, yeah. And go parking.
So can you help me understand when we talk about MDCOG being the largest, is it by the number of towns? By
Yes.
the- Okay, all
Number of
right,
towns,
thank you.
I think
didn't
there's
know the top.
19, is it?
19.
It's not
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Just for clarification, it's February 20th.
February 20, thank you. What about our POCD? How is that gonna come into all these things that we need to address? Because our POCD is dated, I think, 2018. If we're going to be reviewing our regulations, and we have this moratorium that we're working on, with or without all these changes that have come out of Hartford via HB 002, shouldn't we be starting to think about updating our POCD?
Absolutely, and that dovetails right into Jessica, right, which is what we wanted her for, to help us do that,
Okay.
you know. Someone, now we settle on Jessica, right, so, yes, definitely. That- no,
We'll
it-
just clone you.
It has to be addressed, but he's going, when I say he, the selectman's office is going to backfill Jessica's admin duties when we get this finally settled, right, so it's going to be that. So, but yeah, no, it definitely has to go hand in hand, because it definitely, without a doubt, needs to be updated. What else, folks?
Motion adjourned?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You skipped over the Cornerstone budget meeting 2 weeks.
Upcoming public hearings.